I still think that, like, zoophile porn, like drawn stuff, it should be 100% legal. In fact, and this is going to be a real hot take, I have yet to hear a convincing moral or legal argument as to why possession of child pornography should be illegal.
In all civilized countries, child exploitation is considered heinous. Child sexual exploitation is considered the highest form of abhorrent child exploitation, which is why it's illegal and so heavily cracked down upon. Distributing child pornography is illegal because the content is produced illegally and features child sexual exploitation, and is only ever created by and for sick fucks. Possessing child porn is illegal because it's illegal to exploit or harm children, and if you possess child porn, you're most definitely at least facilitating the creation of illegal content and are committing a crime because you have content that is considered illegal in pretty much all civilized countries. It is illegal to want to fuck or watch someone else fuck an underage child. That's the legal argument out of the way. Now on to the moral argument. If you possess child porn, that implies that you directly get off to the suffering and exploitation of children, which is the sole purpose of child sexual exploitation content, which is morally reprehensible. If you distribute it, you actively profit off of the content, which is arguably just as bad, because you're at least indifferent to children being abused. Morally reprehensible. No argument, that's the case.
Okay, so if you were to... So, there's pedophiles, right, who buy child pornography. Would you say they should not be held responsible for doing that?
Yes.
Really? Even though they're directly supporting child rape?
Yeah, I think it's hypocritical. Because I bought my computer and the silicon in it was farmed in Africa by slaves. If I can do that and that's legal and no one's going to call me out on my shit, then yeah, I have to be consistent in that respect.
Okay, look, I think there's levels to this. So I wouldn't equate buying a computer to buying child pornography.
I never thought that in current times Vegan Games would be the one laying the intellectual smackdown on the powerhouse that is Vaush, but apparently so. Buying a legal product from a store that is being legally distributed and is being produced legally is not the same as sharing a form of illegal content such as child porn that is both made and shared against the law. Claiming that the person who is legally buying a PC from a PC licensed vendor is also in the same level of child exploitation as someone who possesses child porn is genuinely the dumbest thing I've ever heard. If you are trying to claim that people buying legal products that potentially were created and produced with slavery being involved at some point in its creation, you have to at least admit that the person buying that item is probably on the lowest rung of the ladder of exploitation. The only way you could justifiably make that argument is by claiming that them giving over their money in that transaction goes to the company that is justifying and facilitating child exploitation in slavery. The difference is that people that go to a computer shop and buy a computer aren't buying the computer because they are aware that it was created using illegal and duplicitous means. They're buying the computer because they want the fucking computer. Someone who buys, creates, or distributes child porn is doing specifically that because they know that the content that is being distributed is child exploitation. That's the draw. That is why they want it. That's the difference. The difference isn't the fact that a child was involved at some point in the creation. The reason why is because a child is being exploited. That's the content. So that's the moral and justifiable reason why child pornography is abhorrent, and anyone at any point throughout its existence, whether they're the one who's going forward with the transaction, the one that's sharing it around, or the one that's creating it, especially the one that's creating it, deserves to be put against a wall and have a bullet implanted in their skull.
Should consuming child porn be legal? I think that would be, yes, more legal and more ethically consistent, yes.